We're feeling a little bit of deja vu right now because the high winds that sparked the fires to begin with are back, these Santa Ana winds. And I think everyone had a little bit of a reprieve, breathed a little bit of a sigh of relief yesterday as the winds died down and things seemed to be sort of at least contained in some respects. But everyone else, everyone now is just expecting these winds to sweep in, and especially in the overnight hours. And the big problem, of course, is that these winds can keep planes on the ground that have been doing a lot of the firefighting, keeping things at bay. And so I think there's some feelings that if those get grounded again, that things may get out of control. So everyone's just on edge right now.
One thing that we saw last week was schools closing, and we saw yesterday that the Los Angeles School District opened schools once again. As far as disruption goes, for many people who haven't evacuated, are things back to normal to a certain extent? I was surprised that they opened schools given air quality and given the strain that so many people are feeling.
I think a lot of parents like myself were surprised, in some ways pleasantly, of course, because I think, a lot of us remember COVID when our kids were at home for an extended period of time. And so, in a lot of respects, I think, some of the social issues and whatnot that we know the kids went through, we're happy for them to, of course, be in school and have a place to go. But, my son is at Santa Monica High School. It's, it's only a few miles from an evacuation warning area. My other son's in an LAUSD school closer to our house in Westwood. And I think, we'll see where that goes in the next day. Authorities had been telling us to stay off the roads, of course, so emergency vehicles can get through. So I do think, there could be air quality issues. There could be issues if the fires kick up again about emergency personnel having to prioritize the roads for themselves. So again, many of them are back in school right now. And of course, there's some schools in evacuation zones that were actually burned down where those students are either online learning or going to go back next week in different forms.